we are back here at Female Dating Strategies, and we're covering one of their favorite topics, which is to preach to women why you should never settle. As if a woman's biological hypergamy wasn't already making her picky enough these days, we get Female Dating Strategies to remind women why you should never settle. Okay, this is why you never settle, says Anna. My dad used to get so mad every time my mom would come home with a new coffee mug. She likes to collect them. And her new boyfriend literally built her a wall to display her collection. This is why we don't settle for loser boys, ladies. And here's the picture of the dude that built, the new boyfriend that built the mom a whole new row or whatever wall for her mugs. Okay, a couple things here. The first thing I want to point out is how this Anna girl is literally calling her own dad a loser boy. Just zero respect for her father here, which we see this a lot as well in today's day and age. You know, you got the sitcom buffoon dad, and then you got the strong, empowered mother, and all, you know, everyone gangs up on the dad, the buffoon. We all know, we see it. All right, so we have that thing. That in itself is a little bit of a bummer that, you know, the daughter is calling her own dad a loser. But now let's really think about this. All right, on one hand, this is a nice gesture from this guy. This is a nice gesture. I like applauding when people do nice things. I just think about the messaging, though. On the one hand, right, we have the never settle, preaching to never settle, ladies, never settle. But now I also think about this. I've seen so many different articles or posts, right? Just flip the script where it's like a woman going, all right, now that I've got my husband, it's time for him to get rid of all those stupid t-shirts he used to love. It's time for him to get rid of a bunch of his tools he doesn't need. It's time for him to get rid of his hobby trains or whatever it is that he liked to collect. Oh, he had comic books. It's time for him to grow up and get rid of his comic books, sell them. So that is where my frustration would lie with something like this, is that you don't see this on the other hand. You don't see men creating posts where a guy's like, well, my ex-wife wanted me to get rid of my comic books, so find yourself a girlfriend that sorts your comic books for you and organizes them and stuff for you or whatever. We just don't see those posts because guys are realistic about that type of stuff. But to women, something like this is enough to call her dad a loser boy. So let's look at some of the comments here. I saw this when it was first posted and was waiting to see it here. For some reason, this got me more than most level up posts do. Look how real they look. They're just normal people doing normal things. Can you imagine being this woman, having a sweet and innocent little knick-knack hobby that your new boyfriend is proud to help you with? Right? Like my BF thinks I'm an effing nut for collecting rocks, crystals, but he doesn't make fun of me and has never said a word about any that I've set out for decoration around the house. Yeah, I know, exactly, because most men are pretty cool dudes about that stuff. I have a buddy right now that his wife is like obsessed with collecting mugs, and they have them all over the place. He doesn't like them, but he's cool about it because it makes her happy. You would never befriend someone who belittles your hobby's passion, so why date them? This is absolutely cute. I love it. Yeah, who belittles somebody? What? We haven't even heard yet that the ex-husband actually belittled her mug thing, but we have for sure seen that this Anna girl called her dad a loser boy. Yeah, whatever. Oh man, the coffee mug meme. My worst ex literally threw a fit in a foreign country because I bought a set of amazing mugs. His reasoning was that I couldn't fit them in my suitcase, and also because I didn't deserve to buy souvenirs on a trip that he mostly financed. Yeah, let's really talk about how this actually went down. One is men are more rational and logical about stuff like this. This happens a lot. My dad has to make sure my mom doesn't overpack on trips because my mom's known to try to like pack a bunch of stuff she doesn't need and then it won't even fit on the plane. It's happened multiple different times. They get to that, actual airport and my mom has to take stuff out of her bag because she overpacked. Stuff that she doesn't need, like rocks and stuff. So, one part of this is the guy just being logical. Like, yeah, that's not going to fit in your suitcase. Why do you need them now? The other part of this, when she says his reasoning is, I didn't deserve to buy souvenirs on a trip that he mostly financed. No, you know what he probably did, because she even admits it. He paid for most of the trip, and he's probably like, dang, I thought, you couldn't afford this trip. That's why I took you on it, but yet you're spending your money on these mugs. I bet you that is probably more realistic of how it went down, but this is how she spins it in her mind and spins it to her female dating strategies ladies out here. Mostly they couldn't be ordered and shipped to my town, and it was too late to use the post. I covered a good 1/3, 1/4 of that trip. Yeah, 1/4 or less of that trip. Plus, he had to think of something to keep me staying with his hateful butt. Oh, okay, so there it is again, right? She's bringing herself to the table. The guy was lucky to have her, so he has to pay for her trips. Again, that's just the mindset. He threatened to break my mugs, and then when I hurt his feelings, because I don't let anyone talk to me like that, he left me alone in a strange bar in a strange country. I stayed, finished my beer, and ordered another. I didn't look at nor speak to him that night or the next morning, not until he apologized repeatedly without prompting. I smile every time I see those mugs. There is so much. We could do an entire video discussion on her comment alone and all of the things that she's admitting right now and just all of the mind games you have to go through. But look at this. I smile every time I see those mugs. And you know why she does it. She smiles because of the victory she got from the man. She doesn't smile because of the mugs. She smiles because of what she put that guy through. She smiled for making him apologize and feeling so empowered because she made him apologize to her. Garbage. Holy S, I see why he's your worst ex. Sorry you went through that and he did that to you. Sorry that your ex paid for most of your vacation that he took you on, and he didn't want you to buy mugs and put them in his bag because they couldn't fit. Sorry that this guy was the worst ex in the world. Wow, I can see why he was so bad. I can't believe he paid for 75% of your trip. Ungrateful. Just totally ungrateful. P.S. I hope you have a million mugs like this lady. Laugh out loud. Oh my gosh. I don't know that I can read any more of these. Jesus effing. What a loser, you poor thing. Yeah, wow. He's such a loser. I was able to laugh both times. I recognized mental illness. I didn't take any of it personally. Plus, I had gotten away from him already, but really wanted that trip. So I knew full well what I was getting myself into by agreeing to still go. He's definitely a loser, though. He'd rather keep ruining his own life than get help for his mental illness. What did I miss? Oh, I guess I didn't read this. Blah, blah, blah. But he literally crossed his fat arms and sat down, heavily proclaiming, if you take that bag, then I'm not going, like a 43-year-old toddler. So I laughed and shoved those things in my pocket. The best part, put my water. Whatever, dude. I'm not even reading that. This is just a wine fest. All right, guys. What do you guys think? What do you think about this post? This is why you never settle. Again, I like this guy in this post. The guy, to me, is doing nothing wrong. He doesn't look like he's simping. He's just doing something nice. I mean, we don't know at the inside. Can we guess the way that this lady is talking about the boyfriend and the mother here, that he probably gets bossed around by this lady's daughter and the actual lady? Probably, but the fact he's doing this is just nice. It's just a nice thing. But all of this garbage around it, man, this is the stuff that's I don't know, man. I know there are some guys that find women that the women truly appreciate the men and the men and the things that the men do for them. And I feel good. I'm happy for those guys that they found that and respect to those women. But these days, man, it's just so hard to find something like that. It's just so hard to find. But instead, you get to put up with all these crazy stories, and you get talked down upon about you're such a loser and a loser boy for anything you don't do to bend over backwards for the ladies. Gotta love it. Never settle, ladies. Never settle. Never settle. Enjoy your 4 cats. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe.